I feel like our whole lives revolve around payment plans now, whether it be an insurance premium, a fancy new car, or the software or plugins that you need to actually do your job. And maybe you can't even purchase those outright and own them, ever. Lots of companies are going for the subscription model nowadays, and I'm pretty conflicted about how I feel about it. And this is probably gonna stir the pot a little bit, but I wanted to make a video where we just kind of discuss like who are these subscription plans for, which ones are not good, which ones are okay, which ones are good. So yeah, we're gonna dive in and talk about it. And if I sound bitter, it's probably because maybe I am. Hi, I'm Luke. I'm an audio engineer and producer. I'm excited to be back on the Kiive audio channel. This is gonna be, again, another Yap Fest. I really like doing these videos because we wanted to stimulate some conversation around the subscription model plans specifically for software and plugins. Now, I want to preface this conversation with the fact that I have been in the industry for a long time, and because of that, I've also done a lot of these subscription plans. I've been a subscriber for years now. I've been subscribed to some of these for so long that I actually wanted to do a little bit of math. This is gonna hurt. All right, so let's do the math. So since 2020, I have paid $74.99 for my plugin and software subscriptions per month. And the crazy part is I actually know people who pay more per month. And like in most cases, I don't even use every single plugin or every little piece of software that comes in these suites. $74.99 every month for 4 years, that's 48 months, that's $3,599. Think of all the plugins I could have just bought outright and owned. Even though I've spent about $3,600, I have almost nothing to show for it. There's obviously some core software in these suites and packages that I use almost every day. I need them to do my job, right? But I hardly ever subscribe to a subscriber plan and use everything in the package. Nice. But I haven't been disappointed with every single plan like this, so I do want to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, who these are for, what they're good for, what they're bad for, and everything in between. So who are these plans even good for? I feel like companies have replaced the free trials with, maybe some promotion or just a cheap monthly overhead to try all these plugins. So at the very least, sometimes you can get a good deal on your first month and you can try a bunch of plugins and see what you like and what you don't like. So this might actually be good for people who just need to dive in, check out plugins that they like, try software, and then kind of narrow it down to the things that they'll actually use on a daily basis. But I personally encourage you not to do this for 4 years. Trust me, I know. And I did say I have almost nothing to show for it after all the money that I've spent, and that brings me to my next point, which I actually have no problem with the rent-to-own models, or there are some models where you can actually pay and then at the end of the year you get to choose like 2-3 plugins to actually keep, which I think can be pretty fair. And this model I have no problem with because at the end of the year, I basically bought those plugins and you're basically just breaking even. It's almost like you just had a payment plan on the plugins itself. I feel like this is highly constructive towards actually finding the plugins that you like, and then you'll just own them at the end of the year, which I think is really cool. There are definitely a few plugin subscriptions that I probably couldn't do without, and some of them I got a really good deal with. Maybe they put another plugin bundle on top of it, and because I can find value in that, I'm okay with it. But I would 100% avoid subscription models that don't even ever allow you to own anything. Like you just can't even buy it outright. That's absurd. As an example, years ago I purchased software that I actually needed to do my job, right? It was hundreds of dollars. And then just a few years later it becomes legacy, it's no longer supported, and then now there's this new subscription model in place where you can't actually buy the software, but you can pay every single month to have the rights to use it. I honestly think that this should be avoided at all costs. In my opinion, subscription models are decent for trying things out, finding what you like, and then maybe deciding to purchase those. But obviously a free trial is just way better for that. Don't let companies take advantage of you for long periods of time, because they will. And if you pay a bunch of monthly premiums like I did up until now, I would suggest maybe looking at them and critically thinking about how much of it you actually use, and then weighing out the cost of, hey, should I just buy this directly? Can I buy this directly? Or should I just go and try to find an alternative? So I sat down and did this, and now I pay a combined total of $25 a month, which of course is not pennies, but I use everything within these bundles that I subscribe for, and I own some of it at the end of the year, which is better. And hey, that fancy compressor that you swear you can't live without and you pay a monthly premium for this whole bundle, and you can't ever own it, it might be time to see other people. Yeah, this turned into an absolute yap fest, but I think it is appropriate that I do mention that Kiive Audio has free trials on all of their plugins. Free trials. So you should definitely go check those out. I'm curious to read in the comments what other people think about these subscription models that are kind of taking over the industry at this moment. What's good about them? What's bad about them? Let us know in the comments. Let's start some discussion about it. And yeah, I think that's it. We're probably gonna wrap it up now. So appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will hopefully be seeing you again soon. See ya.